Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play LOTRO with me, Balthelion. So today we're at Barachen's camp, which is where we left off last time. So we're in the Trollshaws just down over here, in the South Trollshaws. Something that I didn't notice while recording the last bit is that I actually looted a perfect boar tusk, which is a quest starting item. So if I just loot that, I can right click that. And it's basically bring the perfect boar tusk to an elf weaponsmith in Rivendell. So I can start this quest, but it's not really going to be relevant to us until we end up in Rivendell. And there's going to be quite a few of those scattered around the Trollshaws. Trying to think what else there is. There's a pipeweed somewhere around Barachen that we have to take to one of the hobbits. I think there's some other ones scattered around as well, but we'll find them as we come across them. So I'm going to remove that from the quest tracker for now. So our objective today then is we need to search for evidence of the dwarf's location, which is further west in what seems to be near the boar den. So maybe those dwarves were looking for bacon and they got beaten up by a load of piggies. So just going to go west so we can climb this hill. And since my craft tools are actually repaired now, I can actually pick up all these tasty ore nodes and wood nodes. That yellow flax fibre I just got there, that's for tailor recipes. So it's the crit map for tailors, if you didn't already know that. Is that rich platinum still there? It is. Good. One of those other guys didn't take it then. So we are in the right area. It's further south and west, so it's probably just on the hill above this rock. But I must admit I'm not entirely sure what I'm meant to be searching for, so it might be a new quest, or maybe I've just completely forgotten this one. Oh, I can't get up here, can I? Or can I? Jump! No! Right. Gonna have to go a bit further up the road then. What are we looking for? There is a dead boar corpse. This corpse is badly mauled by what you cannot tell, but you did find a piece of fabric stuck on its tusk. Perhaps you can find more evidence upon the boars. So basically the boar died, but it probably like stabbed the dwarf in the backside or something like that. So if we just kill more of the guys. I'm not entirely sure what we're hoping to find on more of these boars. I bet it's more of them have stabbed dwarves. I expect one of them should drop something. So you found no further evidence of the dwarves' location. How the stuns these bloody boars get off is crazy. No further evidence. Oh, the second piggy got annoyed that I was attacking his friend. That was done. It's a shame there's not actually a pig slayer deed, because otherwise this would probably set me up in good stead. Further evidence? Oh come on, this is just going to be my luck, isn't it? Jabbing him in the face. Oh, that's two of them. Crap. Oh. So yeah, because I am fairly tanky, they're not doing too much damage to me. And I haven't been forced to kind of worry about doing any self-heals on me, because the Warden is incredibly good at self-healing to keep itself alive. No further evidence? God damn it. But if I was fighting particularly tough mobs, bear in mind they are orange, they should be fairly tough, but I'm fairly sturdy, so I can just use my self-heals, so green, red, green, all that kind of stuff. Still no further evidence. God damn it. So I'll just start suffering myself because they're starting to get me a bit low now. So green, red, persevere. Green, stun, lovely. Actually getting me a bit worryingly low now. Okay, green, red, green, safeguard. Green, red, green, red, celebration of skill. Green, red, green, red, green, restoration. So I've got these self-heals ticking away in the background there, which keeps me nice and steady, so still no further sign of them. Am I meant to be killing a specific one? I think I am, aren't I? Well, I've found something. I have found something. I talk nonsense. When did I find that then? It says I found no further evidence, but I found evidence somewhere. Because the quest is ready to hand in at Barachen. Ooh, Dwarf iron, take that. So the general kind of layout of the Trollshaws then, which mount back up, is that generally you are going west to east, so along this road and into Rivendell, and there's kind of bits off the road in different directions. So you kind of start off around Bracken's camp, which I want to say level 32. It's obviously been leveled up a bit more since the revamp occurred, because the quests are level 35. Then after that you go into the Breenan Gorges around a place called Forenhad, which we'll go to later. Then you kind of go off to Rivendell after that, and there's going to be some more quests you pick up in Rivendell to come back out to the Trollshaws. So there's going to be some to do with like the High Moor and the Giant Valley. Then you kind of end up down in the south at Barachen, kind of more or less about level 40ish. Rivendell's also got some quests which go north up into the Misty Mountains, because it's kind of straddling those two regions. And then among all this other questing, there is some quests over in Nantornieth and the North Trollshaws, which are generally more fellowship orientated, because there's some higher level and tougher mobs up there. Generally involving wood trolls and spiders and that kind of stuff. So if we just come back up here then, hand in trampling hooves. And then we should get sent back out kind of to the northwest to look for the dwarves proper.
What do you need? Might you spare a moment of your
or
time?
talk to a lady at the bridge, which also works. So yeah, Alfank is the elf lady at the bridge. So presumably we're going to go see her and say, have you seen any dwarves pass this way? And she's going to go, nope. And then we're going to go, right, well they must be around here somewhere then. It's going to take me a while to ride over there. So I might cut wait and see you guys in a moment. Okay, so we're back at the last bridge then. So we talk to that elf. We need to scout around the last bridge. I think it's north and south. Maybe just north. Look for signs of them. There's a shattered crate. Talk to the elf again. I'm not entirely sure why there'd be a crate down there, because you wouldn't expect the dwarves to have gotten under the bridge. But anywho.
How can I be of service?
Now, conveniently we get sent all the way back to Bracken's camp just to tell that dwarf there that his mates must have tried to pass this way, but obviously they've come to a bit of a sticky end. So I'll cut away again and meet you guys back there. Okay, so we're back at Bracken's camp then.
This is unthinkable.
Hand that into the dwarf, and he's not very happy about that. And he said we need to search a place called Ostdurgon, which is going to be north of the road. So it's kind of like 11 o'clock from Bracken's camp, just further up in one of these valleys. So we start heading that way. We've also got another pop-up quest. Defeat cave claws in the South Trollshaws, which we kind of already did. But it's a different one of those quests, so if we see any cave claws along the way, we will cull them. We should cull the numbers of cave claws in the South Trollshaws as they present a threat to travel in their current frenzied state. They're not really that frenzied, and they're not really causing me much trouble, but I'll kill them anyway. Why not? mount up. Oh, maybe not. There's one there. Over here. Track you in this direction because there's probably one of your mates around here. There's one over there. Javelin him. There we go. Well, he evaded it, but it still annoyed him. So I'll talk about the plans actually for what I'm going to be doing with the series at the minute. So Tristana's just going to go through the Trollshaws, probably not in massive detail, like a full level through the region. Just kind of like the keynote points of the region, really. And then probably doing a bit of side leveling or crafting off screen, just to bump her levels up until she gets to about level 40ish. But that should give you guys anyway at least a good flavouring of the Trollshaws as a region. And then after that, it's going to kind of get a bit interesting because there's going to be a lot going on simultaneously with several characters. So as I've mentioned before in other videos, I'm going to send, try and get this right in my head, Avella is going to go to Forakel, so you can see more of her. And that's kind of like the frozen wastes, it's kind of like tundra kind of landscape north of Evendim, which does have kind of some bearing on some of the lore and the appendices of the Lord of the Rings and more about the old kingdom of Arnor and all that kind of stuff. At the same time, Tristana, who will be freshly leveled up to about level 40ish, will be tackling the Black Land of Angmar, which has kind of always been like a stronghold of the enemy, particularly of the Witch King, which is why he's referred to as the Witch King of Angmar. Am I going slightly off the track? Yes, I am. So yeah, we get to see what his lands look like, although obviously he's not there because he's doing Sauron's bidding around the rest of Middle-earth. But we get to kind of like meet his henchmen and kind of follow their plans, see kind of like a load of the old fortresses of Dread and whatnot that are over there. And then at the same time as that, a third character, and I'm not entirely sure who it's going to be in a minute, is going to tackle the Misty Mountains, which we'll see more of when we get to Rivendell, because that's the area just north of Rivendell. So as you'd expect from that region, it's again going to be kind of a snowy region. You're going to be in the mountains. You're going to see various bits and pieces up there, including Goblin Town, which obviously plays a large role in the story of The Hobbit. Because Bilbo and the dwarves ended up there, and you actually go explore loads of bits around there. You're going to meet, well, not meet Gollum, but you'll find his cave. And there's quite some interesting little Easter eggs and stuff up there. Not least of which in one of the instances which deals with Goblin Town, as you go around the caves, there is a deed to find all these cave paintings. There's one cave painting of what the goblins think Gollum looks like, because they just think he's like some kind of monster that just, you know, kidnaps and eats them. They don't really know what he looks like because no one survives, so they've got this cave painting of the, you know, this massive evil looking monster, and obviously Gollum is not really massive or really evil looking, but he does look a bit small and wretched, but you know, he's not like a big scary kind of make you crap yourself monster. So yeah, those three characters, they all start off roughly level 40, give or take. Forakel as a region starts about 42ish. Angmar, you can quite happily start at about 38ish, but the mobs are going to be orange, so it depends how much of a challenge you want. Failing that, you probably want to start at about level 40ish. And then in the Misty Mountains again is kind of about a 40ish start, so all three of those characters, they're going to be levelling at the same time, so I'll just kind of mix and match each of their episodes as they come out. And that should leave each character kind of more or less about level 50 or going on to level 50 before we head into the next chapter. But let's talk to this dwarf.
Meaning of this?
Oh no, here come the lot of them, and it's a load of angry cave claws, which we don't really care about. Is this guy going to be squishy? He's got about as much morale as I have, so he should be alright. Now the cave claws around the back haven't been aggroed yet, but they have now. So this could get interesting. So I've just used a skill which has increased my threat to all targets near me, which is why a lot of them have suddenly decided they really don't like me, except the one that's the dwarf sitting, because he's actually got a higher threat than me on that. But so far so good. I mean, if you're on a squishy class, this might be a bit tougher, certainly if you're trying it while they're orange level, since they're 3 levels above me at the minute. This is going alright. As well, actually, if I'd known that 50 million cave claws would attack this dwarf, I probably wouldn't have killed a few cave claws on the way, because that's quite happily completed that quest, so I can hand it in. At least I can once I'm out of combat. There we go. Hand that in. Oh, Jesus Christ. The dwarf said something and then he ran off. That's where he said something. He probably said, oh shit, there's a big one. And then he legged it and left me to deal with it. What an arsehole. Anyway. This thing's got about as much morale as me. The problem is it actually does more damage than me. Oop. That's why it's not hurting too much. There we go. Successfully defended Toki Whitebeard. I don't know where he's gone, but he's been defended, so he's further north. Hello, there's a quest ring. Is that literally him? He ran off, hid, for some reason, in the bloody dens of these guys.
What's the meaning of this?
Somehow didn't get attacked. Okay, quest available, The True Thieves. Search for the stolen stones among the stone trolls. So those are the guys that actually waylaid the dwarves. Or dwarf if it's just the one guy. I've also got a new deed which is unlocked, which is from using my Fierce Resolve skill, or gambit. And one for using safeguard as well, so I'll just take those off there. Why has he still got a quest ring above his head? He doesn't have any more quests. Okay. So one of the deeds we've just unlocked as well is the Ruins of the Trollshaws. There's quite a few of these, and they are scattered literally all around the region. So there's going to be a few further north in the Trollshaws. There's going to be quite a few kind of around Nantornief. There's a lot of hills in this region, so you might have to kind of go, you know, clockwise around a hill to get the ramp to get on top of the hill, then go across a bridge and stuff like that. But yeah, particularly somewhere around this camp here, I think it's like this big hill here. You can literally go clockwise, get on top of the hills, and then there's like 3 or 4 ruins if you just kind of go north around this mountain range, head east and south. But we might end up going there a bit later. I'm not sure if we're going to go in that direction. In the meantime, we're sent southeast, which is kind of northeast of Barachen's camp. So this is going to be roughly where the troll glade is, where we meet Bilbo's stone trolls. So I think if I just cut away just to save a bit of time, and I'll meet you guys over there.